and especially not going to a majority draw. This is a win for Manny Pacquiao. I'm just going to say it.
I think that Mario did enough to win. I don't think he did enough for a draw.
If you have world-class judges, why can't they make a decision? Why can't you go one way or the other? You know what I'm saying? A draw seems very weird to do it.
After Manny Pacquiao's fight with Mario Barrios ended in a shocking majority draw last weekend, Pacquiao's team isn't staying quiet. They've officially appealed to the WBC, blasting the judge's decision as unfair and questionable. PACQUIAO. And many fans believe he clearly won. Yet somehow, two judges called it 114 to 114, and only one gave him the edge with a 115 to 113 score for Barrios. People are furious. How does a boxing legend return after 4 years, dominate most of the fight, and still walk away without the win? Pacquiao's camp says this result robbed him of a historic title, and they're now demanding a full review and possibly a rematch. The word on the street: boxing politics might have played a dirty role again.
Manny, the fans came out for you again tonight, but describe what you thought of the judge's decision.
I mean, I thought I won by split decision, close fight, but I thought I won.
You didn't look like a 46-year-old tonight. How did you feel inside the ring?
I feel good, I feel happy, 2 months training, although short, but it's enough. I want to train 3 months or 4 months, but I start late because of the election in the country.
What worked for you tonight, and what was missing late in the fight?
Missing late in the fight, the last two rounds, the cramps probably my It's okay.
But the rest of the fight, you look great. What happens now, Manny? Because there was options for you moving forward. There was even talks of a Floyd Mayweather fight. What do you see going on next?
Oh, that's another story. Let's talk about it. Good for me. I wish it again.
Do you feel that you have what it takes to be a world champion once again?
Yeah, I think so. I can still do it. For 2 months training, 4 years lay off, and then 2 months training,
Manny Pacquiao didn't hold back after the controversial draw in his comeback fight against Mario Barrios. He made it clear he believes he won. Speaking to reporters, Pacquiao said, "I thought I won the fight. It was close, but I did enough. Barrios was tough, but I outworked him, and he might be right." The Compu box stats back him up. Pacquiao landed more power punches, 81 to Barrios' 75, and clearly took control in the middle rounds. Even his legendary coach, Freddie Roach, said it was an easy 8-4 win for Manny. So, why the draw? That's the question everyone's asking. Was it bad judging, politics, or something deeper going on behind the scenes? One thing's for sure, Pacquiao isn't backing down. He's demanding a rematch and is more fired up than ever to prove the world wrong and add one more chapter to his legendary career. For his fans, for his legacy, for his country.
I know you enjoyed the fight, but I thought, although the decision is it's not really favor to me, I'm sad, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance tonight. So thank you to all your support.
Good luck looking right downstairs. And he's competitive. Taking the lead. Great confidence to Pacquiao. The time has come.
I feel I won. Me and my team feel, that we won, and we're very proud of what I showed. And I'm still just thankful to be holding my title.
I think although my performance is good tonight, but I'm not satisfied of my combination tonight. I should throw a lot of punches and more aggressive to knock him out. I thought that after the 12 rounds, I won the fight. My analysis, I won 8-4. That's my analysis for the fight. But the thing is, I'm surprised with the announcement. It's draw. So I did my best in the ring. The fans is it's so happy of my performance. But don't worry, Pac-Man is back, so I'm still here. Most of the fans, they're expecting that, they thought that I won the fight. And although at age of 46, the Pac-Man is still there. He's still giving a good fight to the people, to the fans. That's why I'm so thankful to God, because He gave me the strength and good health.
MP Promotions CEO Sean Gibbons didn't hold back after the judges called Manny Pacquiao's fight with Mario Barrios a majority draw. He slammed the decision, calling it proof that boxing is still full of corruption. Gibbons said what many fans were already thinking, that Pacquiao clearly beat Barrios. He pointed to the power punch stats: 81 for Pacquiao, just 75 for Barrios. Add in Manny's control during the middle rounds, and the result makes no sense unless, as Gibbons suggests, something shady was going on. This isn't just a bad decision, Gibbons said. It's a disgrace. It smells like biased judging, and behind-the-scenes politics. He's now calling for a full investigation and total transparency in how fights are scored. His fiery comments have set off a wave of outrage, with fans and experts alike demanding real change in the sport. Because this wasn't just a draw, it was a black eye for boxing.
The gambling aspect, I don't know. I mean, how does Manny lose cleanly? If you have world-class judges, why can't they make a decision? Why can't you go one way or the other? You know what I'm saying? A draw seems very weird to do, but I'm very proud of Manny, because he spent 7 weeks preparing for this. The guy ran for an election for 3-4 months, did not train at all, did not fight for 4 years. The guy I watched put 7 weeks of training in. It's incredible. And to be robbed of the chance to make history, it's just sick. I hate this sport. I really hate boxing. This is the ugly side of it. This is the side I've done it for 37 years, makes me just want to get out of it. Because it's so sad to me.
What are your thoughts on the rematch that they asked Barrios about?
Fuck Mario Barrios. Who the fuck wants to see him? Manny Pacquiao beat Mario Barrios. Fuck Mario Barrios. Not in a bad way, I like it. But fuck him. Manny Pacquiao beat Mario Barrios. Why should he, what does he need to fight again for? If Manny wants to continue fighting, there's fighters like Rolly Romero. There's fighters like Gervonta Davis. There's guys out. But I would never, well, I'm not saying never, it's not my decision, it's Manny's. But when you do what you did and win a fight like that.
Veteran broadcaster Jim Gray didn't mince words after the Pacquiao-Barrios fight. He flat out said it. Manny Pacquiao won that fight, and he called the draw a disgrace to the sport. Gray was furious. He said the judges completely ignored what was happening in the ring: Pacquiao's clean power shots, constant pressure, and total control of the pace. To him, the scorecards didn't just miss the mark, they lied. And Gray's not alone. His outrage matched what many analysts and fans felt, that Pacquiao was robbed in plain sight. This kind of decision, Gray warned, kills trust in boxing. If a legend like Pacquiao can get screwed, anyone can. His reaction is fueling a bigger conversation that it's time for real change in how championship fights are judged. Because right now, fans aren't just questioning results, they're questioning the sport itself.
Jim, did you think Pacquiao won that fight?
It was good. Manny Pacquiao won. Yes, I did. I'm not a judge, but it's clear to me and clear to my eyes. And it's a shame. It's a shame for boxing. 2 judges who, can't decide who the winner is. Really? Barrios, the champion. I guess you have to beat the champion, and I guess in their eyes they didn't clearly do that. But to me, it was an astounding, amazing, outstanding performance by a 46-year-old man. This is one of the all-time great performances.
Retired 2-time welterweight champ Sean Porter was fuming after the shocking draw in Manny Pacquiao's comeback fight against Mario Barrios. He didn't sugarcoat it. He called the decision a slap in the face to the fans and an insult to the sport. Porter ripped into the judging, saying Barrios never took control of the fight and lacked the bodywork or consistency to win rounds. "I thought Manny won easily. No question," he said. That scoring wasn't just bad, it was flat out incompetent. He didn't stop there. Porter even questioned whether the judges understood what they were watching, accusing them of completely missing the brilliance and rhythm of Pacquiao's style. His fiery reaction mirrored what fans and boxing insiders have been shouting ever since, that this decision wasn't just wrong, it was a disgrace. And it's adding fuel to the growing fire demanding change in how this sport is judged.
Listen, we've seen Manny on the end of bad decisions before. Timothy Bradley, Jeff Horn fight. Shout out to Tim. I know how you feel about that. But this is what he's got to deal with. You can't go through a camp, do what you just did right there, We saw all the heart, everything that we've always seen from Manny, and this is the result. Shout out to Mario. He made the fight difficult just from being a big guy who is a better boxer than I realized. Came to the ring with a true game plan to try to box and be patient, find openings and things of that nature. I don't think that Mario did enough to win. I don't think he did enough for a draw. I think that there was a lot more that he could have done. But the main thing is the style that he chose to box was actually a good style to use against Manny Pacquiao. They were saying that they were going to come right to the middle of the ring, and they did. But they came to the middle of the ring, and then they circled, they moved, they worked behind the jab. Not enough jabs, not enough of everything from Mario.
Wade Plemons, host of The Wade Concept, didn't hold back when reacting to the Pacquiao Barrios draw. He called it a moral victory for Manny Pacquiao. And honestly, he might have a point. At 46 years old, coming off a 3-year layoff, Manny went toe-to-toe with a reigning world champion and still looked sharper. Meanwhile, Barrios, the guy with the belt, looked hesitant, passive, and way too cautious for a supposed top-tier champ. Wade ripped into Barrios, saying he failed to do what a real champion should: dominate. You're younger, bigger, fresher, and that's all you've got, Wade asked, pointing out that this is Barrios' second straight title fight that ended in a draw. Then came the real punch. Wade called Barrios possibly the weakest world champion in boxing right now. Ouch. His performance didn't just hurt his own image, it exposed the lack of depth and killer instinct in the current welterweight division. And for fans who tuned in expecting fireworks, this fight raised more questions than answers about the future of the sport.
All right, so we are back on The Wade Concept presented by The Ring Magazine. And folks, I just watched Manny Pacquiao, that's right, 8-division world champion and 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao, off a 3-year layoff Manny Pacquiao, off a loss before the 3-year layoff Manny Pacquiao, go to a majority draw with a world champion in a title fight in 2025. What the just happened? The breakdown. Let's go.
He is the star of Wade Concept.
So like I said, Manny Pacquiao, 2025, fighting for a world championship is not something you would expect me to hear. Number one, especially off the 3-year layoff, especially at 147, especially off a loss, and especially not going to a majority draw. This is a win for Manny Pacquiao. I'm just going to say it. Tonight he fought Mario Barrios on PBC, on Amazon Prime Video for the WBC World Championship. Mario Barrios, I like the guy, but it has to be said, when you have 2 of your last title defenses ending in a split draw and a majority draw, you may be the worst title holder in boxing right now. I'm sorry. That's not comparing him to being a shitty boxer. It's just saying that as of right now, he might be the worst world champion in boxing. It may be one of the worst I've seen in a while. Also, kind of unrelated, this kind of looks bad for Tank Davis's record, because that was supposed to be a stalwart win on Tank's career when he moved up to 140 and beat Barrios for the belt there. But now it's not looking so good, because 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao just went to a majority draw, and you can argue that Manny Pacquiao should have won the fight.